guys, what's up? Welcome back for night 2 at Merritt for the Woodtic. Not exactly sure how tonight's gonna go yet. We're still not exactly positive on the format or anything. But we have odd and even features and then the main event at the end of the night. I think, from what I've been hearing in the pits, the odd and even features lined up by the heat races from last night. So I guess from what I'm being told by my math, we should start third in that. So we'll see how that goes. We'll talk to Rylee when he gets back, see what he's thinking, if he knows anything more than I do. And we'll see how the night goes. Hopefully we can park this thing in victory lane and celebrate with that big trophy tonight. Thank you guys for watching the video. We'll talk to Rylee here in just a minute. All right, Rylee, what's up? Welcome back. We're at night 2 here at Woodtic. What's going on tonight?
Oh, just a bunch of odd even, and then the big show here.
So we're gonna run a 20 lap odd even race. We're in the even race. Starting, it looks like third, but it's changed a couple times now. So start third and 20 lap race. How you gonna get by these guys?
Well, I don't know. I know Ericsson's pretty good around the bottom. So hopefully I'm just as good, if not a little bit better. And from my understanding, this thing's gonna be right around the tires again. But yeah.
All right. Well, looks like everybody's transferring right into the feature tonight. I haven't seen anything saying otherwise. What's the plan for the feature, you think? Just hopefully get a good starting spot and stay there and move forward?
Just get a good starting spot, and then hopefully be there at the end of the 50 lap, or maybe bring home a W.
All right, well, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
so that was the even, I guess we'll call it a feature. Rylee started third, finished fourth. Track is significantly different than it was last night, so we're trying to figure that out. We don't know what they're gonna do, especially with this being Woodtic weekend. There's probably gonna be a good bit of track prep that goes on too before our feature. So I guess we're just gonna wing it. Then we got 50 laps to figure it out. But yeah, fourth place. If they just line up straight up, I haven't looked at the lineups yet. If they line up straight up, which is the rumor I've been hearing, we'll start 8th. So 8th isn't too bad. We'd like a better spot, but it is what it is. So we'll talk to Rylee, see what he thinks, how the car felt, and what he's gonna do to get us to the front and get that big old trophy. All right, Rylee, started third, finished fourth. Track's a lot different than it was last night. How did it feel out there?
I didn't feel horrible. Bottom was a little slick. I didn't really have anything for that, but I don't know, top 1 and 2 was just getting crummy from, there was like a little bit of stuff getting in the middle, and it just kept throwing it across, so it was making it a little bit harder on the top over 1 and 2, but I started getting on to the bottom and sliding right to the middle of that traction strip, and then going to the top 3 and 4.
What do you think, with it being Woodtic weekend, you think they're gonna do a bunch of track prep?
I don't know. Like 3 years ago, I remember we ran this thing in for about 45 minutes because they had the thing soaked, but I don't know what they're gonna do.
I guess you never really do know until they do it here. Sometimes they'll just let it go. Sometimes they'll put 2 hours of track prep into it. But have you seen a lineup yet? Because by my math, you should start 8th. I don't know if that's official yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing yet. I'm sure that's probably what they're doing since they set up at the drivers' meeting that they were doing straight up all weekend. So that'd be putting us 8th if we were straight up. So hopefully we get a good result here.
All right, well, good luck out there. Let's try to move forward.
Thank you.
Starting 8th out of Lake Michigan in the 07, Rylee, Knoll. Out of Harrison, Michigan in the number 18, starting 7th, Jacob Skurr.
go. You managed to do that, Mr. Eric.
Alrighty guys, that was the Woodtic main event. Congrats to Chad Finley on his win. Rylee got a top 5. You know, we can't complain too much about that, especially with some of those wrecks. Could have ended up in a lot worse position. The car's in one piece. Driver's happy and healthy, I think. So he's healthy. I don't know how happy he is, but we'll find out when we talk to him. Said top 5, dodging all those wrecks you guys seen. So I'm thinking the cameras both died during the race there. So I know I got a good portion of the footage, at least on the helmet camera. Rylee said it died right after that big wreck. So it's got a light on it that he can see, so he can see when it dies. So hopefully we got some good footage for you guys through those, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. It wasn't too bad. It was a decent race. So we'll see what Rylee thinks about it, and we'll get out of here. All right, Rylee, top 5. Dodged a bunch of wrecks. Kind of followed the rest of the freight train there, and what do you think about it?
Oh, I think I'd rather been here at the trailer watching my hot dog roller go around. But yeah, I mean, nothing else I could have really done. It was just freight train. Everyone at the same speed, and yeah.
I mean, overall top 5. You can't be too mad about it, I guess. You got any complaints other than the track being a freight train?
No, definitely learned a lot this weekend with some set 'em up tips. So now we got some more stuff figured out for the rest of the season and more to come, and yeah.
Did you feel like you actually had speed out there and just couldn't pass anybody?
Yeah, it was the fastest I've ever felt. I was really stuck there. Really stuck. Best cars I've ever felt right there. Maybe because it was rubber, but yeah.
All right, well, good job tonight, buddy. We'll see you possibly next weekend.
Yep, stick to Tri-City. We'll wait for further notice on to see if the track state gets better here, and I don't know. I guess we'll see.
All right, well, good job tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here tonight at Merritt for the Woodtic. It was an interesting weekend. I don't know what else to say about it. It was pretty fun. You know, this year's wasn't quite as extravagant as past years, but it is what it is. We're gonna get out of here and move on to the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.